Hey y'all, hey, this is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Brandilla. Happy hump day, y'all. Happy hump day. I'm gonna start y'all out with the positive vibes because I gotta remind you that today is gonna be a what?
Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun.
Hey.
Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you
Good
want.
morning, Cheryl Lee. You touched down in Houston. Yes.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Huh?
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up. Today's gonna
Hey,
be a good
Billy.
day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Ha. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do.
The aftermath of preparation.
Good
Food, good mood, blood in circulation.
One step
at a time, yeah, that's how you make it.
Set a goal.
You control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see the video.
It's called education. I try to do this
Every day.
Call it replication.
Huh?
Wake up.
Hurry up, Hillbilly. Tomorrow's Halloween.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
I know that's right, Cheryl Lee. I know.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Life ain't easy, yo. I think there's a reason.
Huh?
Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high.
Other times I'm barely breathing, y'all.
You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo.
Negative thoughts.
Some poison they ride. Head full of flaws, so here come the clouds. Don't ever stop unless I can swap.
All the bad for the good in my head.
When I'm lost.
What? Hey.
So I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken. I got patience. One day at a time. It's how you operate a cadence. So flow, you grow, you show yourself the foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it.
Hey.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Right.
Today's gonna be a good
We
day.
won some.
Wake up.
Shit.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. I'm gonna send you my address.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
So wait, when is the mash gonna be ready? Good morning, good morning. So Hillbilly, when is this mash gonna be ready? Brandilla and I are asking. Like, can we get a mason jar? Like, what the hell? It can't freeze, right? Right, that part. That one, Hillbilly, save some. That's a save some. Because how we going to get it? Save some. Or you're going to have to make some more. How long does it take to make? Right, Cheryl Lee. 3 to 7 days to mash the ferment. All right, well, just have some there when we come, because the hell. Brandilla, that means you got to come to West Virginia too if you want some. You got to come too. So, y'all, today is October 30th. Everybody ready for tomorrow? Halloween is so exciting, right? So today, y'all, right? Because there's a street in my town that decorates the houses. Every owner on the block, well, 90% of the owners on the block decorate their houses. This street is known for Halloween, okay? And so to avoid the crowds tomorrow, I know it's probably going to be a little bit crowded tonight because the kids are out and they're just going to be wandering around. But I want to see it without the trick-or-treating activity. So I'm a stroll through there tonight and take some pictures and walk around because I just love the Halloween energy, right? And there's a house, last year they did a whole yard full of different clowns, all kinds of clowns, scary clowns, funny clowns, ballerina clowns, all kinds of clowns. It was huge. This year when I passed by that house, they had a big circus tent out there and they were still doing their stuff. So I'm really excited to see what they did this year. Okay. I'm gonna have to bring my boo to West Virginia because he loved moonshine. Whiskey is aged and not drank fresh. Okay, so you can't save us none. You're gonna have to make us some fresh some. Hillbilly, because May is too long. You're gonna have to make us some fresh some. We want fresh moonshine. I'm just saying. Okay, Brandilla says she's coming. It's a 3-hour drive for her. Woo-hoo! I cannot wait until it. Look, Hillbilly, I think it's going to happen for real this time. Hillbilly. So we got to figure out if we're setting up tents on Hillbilly's property or if we're going to stay at one of them resorts that Hillbilly recommended. We're going to have to figure it out. But we want to do it at a reasonable price. So, Hillbilly, I know you have great suggestions on things that we could do. And I know that the last time we talked about coming, we talked about getting those utes, right? And I'm down with that, right? I mean, I don't know about my scary friends, but I'm down with that. So, as we get closer, like around January, like when I come back from my birthday trip, right? We need to start planning West Virginia because I need to know where we're staying, what we got to get, what we need to pack. I guess we need to pack like hiking boots and like I got dumb hiking sandal shits, right? So I could get them wet. I could walk up mountains and shit. We got to be prepared. All right, because West Virginia is going to be an experience and I want it to be an outdoor experience. I'm just saying. And Hillbilly seemed like he ain't the type to be sitting around. He gonna be like, "Come on, y'all, and we're gonna be walking through the woods for hours. Let's go." It almost reminds me of those horror movies that I watch where a bunch of people just take a hike and all of a sudden something pop out in the woods. I'm excited. All right. It's gonna be for the weekend, right? So we gotta do a long weekend, maybe like a Thursday to a Sunday. I say Thursday to a Sunday because we need time to get there. We need time to go see Nut Nut. Like, I don't know what that visiting shit is like in the jails, right? And so I have to actually write Nut Nut. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to remember to do that today. To have her send me the paperwork to be on her visiting list, right? And anybody that's coming to West Virginia, if you want to visit Nut Nut, then you need to do the same thing. If you are just going for the West Virginia trip, then you don't have to worry about filling out the paperwork to visit Nut Nut. But I know myself, Cheryl Lee, Fancy, Debbie, maybe even Hillbilly will try to go see Nut Nut while we're there. So that'll probably happen maybe Friday or Saturday early because I don't know how many hours the visit is, right? And then after that, we got the rest of the weekend to ourselves, right? So that is the plan. I say Thursday to Sunday because it gives us time to drive there, unpack, woosah, get situated before we get into the weekend. How's that sound? How's that sound, y'all? And then, Fancy and them can fly back home on a Monday when we get back here. That's what I'm thinking. All right. So today is October 30th. Sherry Lee wants to know if you use corn or fruit hillbilly. Today is October 30th, and today we're talking about miracles happen every day. And they do. And I'm hoping for a miracle with this election because, baby, Puerto Rico being an island with trash floating around the middle of the ocean, that comedian was wrong for that. And the mere fact that Trump and them reviewed the jokes before the comedian went out on stage and performed, and they even admitted that they removed some jokes that were even worse than that. To me, it just shows the temperature, the climate of the campaign that Trump is running, right? Like, and it bewilders me how some Puerto Ricans will still vote for him after he called you trash. Right? And after he made remarks against immigrants. Like, some people will still vote for him. Like, it really does. And I always say it on this show. It really does take me back to what Kanye West said. We choose to be slaves. It's like we choose to be hard. We choose the hard life. And I don't know why. I don't know why we choose the hard life, but we pick people that don't choose us. And I don't understand what that's about. £5 of cracked corn, 1 pound of rye. Brandilla said, I'm bringing my boots, waders, kayak, fishing pole, rifle, bug spray, and sunscreen. Wait a minute. Do I need to go get a rifle? You know what? Do I need to go get a rifle? I might need to go get a rifle. Shit. I could go get a rifle. Because you don't need shit for, I got a gun permit, but you don't need to register a rifle, right? Anybody could buy a rifle. Am I right? Somebody help me out because I might have to get a rifle. Listen. Because she's not playing. She said she's bringing her boots, her waders, her kayak, her fishing pole, her rifle, her bug spray, and sunscreen. I got to put that on the screen because, baby, wait a minute. Oh, okay, Hillbilly. Hillbilly got me. Thank you, Hillbilly. So I don't have to go spend no money. Thank you. You got me. Because I want to shoot something too. The hell? So, Brandilla, we're going to be kayaking in your kayak. I love it, girl. Bring all your shit. Bring it. Bring it. I want a kayak, but I want to float down the river too. Hillbilly, do you have you have all your floaters, right? Because I want to float down the river in one of them big floaters that you had. Y'all can catch me later when I get to the end. Somebody can drive to the end of the river and pick me up. How does that work? I want to know how that works, Hillbilly. If I get in the river on the floaty, do y'all know where to get me at the end? I need answers. Or are we all going at the same time? Great question. Who gonna eat it though? Rock climbing gear, Brandilla. Rock climb. Yes, Hillbilly. I'm not going to put that on my screen because people are nosy. But that part, Hillbilly, can we go? Oh my God. You know what this sounds like? This sounds like Woodstock. This sound like Woodstock. Y'all are wicked. This sound like Woodstock. Right? All I want to do is get on a floaty with a beer and some other stuff and just float and chill. That's what I do with my brother. We float and chill. And we just end up at the end. And depends on how fast the slow the river is going, depends on how fast you're going to be floating in that river. And I love that. You just got to watch out for the trees and shit that be in the water and the rocks that rub against your ass. But it'll be all right. Yes, Brandilla. Yes, food of enlightenment, Hilbert. Food of enlightenment. Okay, I want to see rainbows and unicorns. The hell? I want to see rainbows and unicorns. I do. So, in the meantime, between time, let's get into the positive read of the day. All right? Okay, because it looks like we're going to have a good time in May. I just love y'all. October 30th. I will realize my own worth when I accept miracles happen every day. Do you feel worthy of a miracle? Do you believe that for no reason other than you being who you are, the good forces of life will bring you something good to do, something good for you? Do you believe that you can experience divine change, divine healing, divine inspiration simply by asking? It would be a miracle if you could open your heart to receive a miracle. If you can believe it can happen to you, it just might happen. Miracles happen all the time, but they only happen to those who believe they are worthy of them. You know, you ever sit and ponder about your life and you ask questions like, why has this happened to me? Why couldn't my life go in this direction? Or why couldn't my life go in that direction? We get so caught up wondering why our lives did not align how we thought they should align, instead of believing that we're worthy of more, right? When you believe you are worthy of more, this says more comes to you because you believe it. You open your heart to it. When you first start to do something new, it is quite normal to doubt or question your ability. You may feel unsure of yourself. You may feel self-conscious because people are watching you. After a while, you begin to get the hang of it. Your confidence is building. You feel more comfortable within yourself, less doubtful about what you are doing. The same concept can be applied to asking for and experiencing miracles in your life. This cannot be more true. For me, when I started Coffee with Friends, I was nervous. I was like, people gonna jump on and be like, shut the hell up. What the fuck are you talking about? Or some negative shit. And I was nervous. But then over time, I was like, I don't really care what people say. I don't really care how they feel about what I'm doing. They could either watch it or not. And I got more comfortable in it. And it didn't, and I stopped focusing on the amount of people that's watching. And I continued to focus on knowing that I am worthy and what I planned on doing, I am going to execute no matter how many people watch or how many people like it or dislike it, right? Because it's not about other people, it's about me. And I know that there will be a population of people that understand the goals that I'm trying to accomplish here, and they will participate. And I grew a level of comfortability in doing this. People ask me, how do you jump on TikTok and just be doing whatever you do? You're not worried about what people say? In the beginning, I was, and a lot of people said a lot of negative shit, right? But then I was like, you don't know me and I don't know you. And what you have to say about me doesn't matter. But yet you're here and you're still watching. And so my confidence built over time when I came into the understanding that whatever I set my mind to do, I am worthy of everything that comes with it. I am worthy of seeking my dreams and honoring my goals. When you first ask for a miracle, all of the reasons why your miracle cannot or will not come true may come to mind. We start to doubt ourselves when we ask for stuff, right? That's okay. Ask again. The second time you ask, you may be experiencing disappointment that your miracle did not manifest itself the first time you asked. That is fine. Ask again. The third time you ask for a miracle, the miracle will have occurred. You will have opened your heart and moved beyond the belief that for whatever reason could not ask for a miracle. You know, there has been times in my life that I have sat and believed that I wasn't good enough for more. I don't know where it came from. It probably came from the fact that I felt like I was a statistic because I had a child at 16. I had to go take my GED. A lot of shit was mentally fucking me up because when I was growing up, my goals and my dreams was not to have a child as a teenager. I wanted to go away to college. I wanted to, pledge in a sorority. I wanted to just navigate my life in a professional way before I went into having a family. But my life didn't turn out that way. And so when I ended up as a single parent, as a teenager, I was swallowed by a lot of disappointment. I didn't think I was worthy to have everything that I dreamed of when I was young. I felt like what I got was all I deserved. And I had to do a lot of work to come from under that mindset to say, no, I deserve so much more, right? It doesn't matter that I had a child at a young age. It doesn't matter that people are looking at me like, oh my God, she's a statistic. It doesn't matter that people might say, oh my God, you didn't get your high school diploma. You had to go get your GED. But when I stepped into the realm of knowing I was worthy for more, I eventually got my master's, right? I work a great job. I live a comfortable life. I mean, not that I'm not struggling, right? But I'm grateful for the life that I live. And I'm doing it without a man taking care of me. I prefer that he was, right? And so taking in acknowledgement that you are worthy of more changes your life. It does. Until today, you may have been reluctant to opening your heart and asking the universe for something you really need or desire. Just for today, believe in miracles. Ask for one, believing that you are worthy of receiving it. Okay? Today, I am devoted to being miracle-minded and miraculously blessed. And baby, that's how I move in my life. I make plans to do things that I want to do, not knowing how I'm going to execute on them, knowing that I have to juggle things here and there to get them done. But baby, the one thing I'm not going to sacrifice is the joys and the pleasures and my goals and my dreams in my life. And every year I say, I'm treating myself to a birthday trip. And sometimes I don't know how I'm going to pay for it. But you know what? Let me tell you, every year when y'all see me away on vacation, it works itself out because I believe I am worthy of everything that I asked for. There was a time I didn't, right? And, put these past 3 years, I have been putting myself first. I used to put my family above me for everything, right? All my life, I've been a caretaker. I put my family above me. That's all I thought I was worth. I thought I was worth carrying my family, right? And now I know that I'm worth so much more. I deserve happiness. I deserve my own peace. I deserve my own chunk of life, right? And I deserve to be in the front of the line of my life. And so it was funny when my granddaughter texted me, good morning, Georgie. She said, well, she didn't text me. She sent me a voice text that said, and I think I mentioned this yesterday, that she wanted me to cook Thanksgiving dinner because they wanted to eat my food. But I've been invited out for Thanksgiving, right? And I was torn when she asked me that because I was like, oh my God, the last several years, they have not come to my house for Thanksgiving. And so it has not been a habit for me to make Thanksgiving. I used to do it. But then when they stopped coming, I was like, I'm not cooking all this food, spending all this money to have all this food here for whatever and driving leftovers all over the place. I'm not going to do that. And so I put myself first and I said, And I called my son and I was like, I got invited out for Thanksgiving. Y'all normally don't come here for Thanksgiving. And I don't be, just sitting around waiting. I'm living my life. I'm doing me. But because I am a mother and because I have a heart and because my granddaughter voice text me, I will cook them Thanksgiving dinner. I will start cooking Tuesday and finish cooking on Wednesday and pack up the food and take it over to their house so that they can have my food for Thanksgiving. Aren't I nice? This way they can have my food on Thanksgiving and I can still go out on Thanksgiving and everybody happy. Right? And then I'll keep a little bit here in my house just because I like to taste my own food too. And I like to eat it the day after when the flavors are marinated in. And so those are my plans for Thanksgiving. But some people might look at me and say, oh no, I would have canceled my plans to be with other people and been with my family. But that's the old me. That's the old me. I used to cancel my plans and move my life around to be with my family. But then when I needed my family to be with me, they wasn't always available. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm no longer going to move for other people. I'm 57 years old. If I continue to move for other people, when is it going to become my turn? Right? I'm, like Cheryl Lee said, more years behind me than in front of me. And I'm not about to spend these years that's in front of me catering to everybody else and pushing myself to the side. That's not going to happen anymore. And baby, it's a great feeling. Good morning, Pat. It's a great feeling I have down deep inside, knowing that I am able to put myself first without feeling guilty. Right? Because that was a whole process I had to go through. How do I put myself first without feeling guilty? And so no one is going to make me feel guilty for putting myself first and my life first. That's it. But the compromise is I will still cook for them and take them food so that they have my food. Okay, I think that that's a good compromise. But I'm going out for Thanksgiving. The fuck. That's it. So, what is everybody else's plans for Thanksgiving? Who the hell on here is cooking? Who's cooking for Thanksgiving? Georgie, are you cooking? Pat, are you cooking or you going to be in Bermuda? Cheryl Lee, I know you and your daughter are probably cooking in Houston. You're going to still be in Houston for Thanksgiving, correct? I know you're already there, but Brandilla, are you cooking? Hillbilly, are you cooking? Are you guys cooking for Thanksgiving? And if you're not cooking, where the hell are you going? And before anybody says, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, let me just go there for a minute. I don't celebrate what the white people think Thanksgiving is about. I celebrate Thanksgiving because we're off of work and we get together. We don't sit around and talk about the pilgrims. We don't. We don't talk about nothing like that. We just sit around and enjoy each other's company and eat the damn food. It's a day that most of us have off. And so we spend time together. We are not celebrating no fucking pilgrims and shit. We don't do that. Okay? Bob Evans, it's been 2 years since we had Thanksgiving dinner. Okay. Listen, Hillbilly. I haven't cooked maybe in about 2 years. I think 1 year AG and I shared a cooking and we did a little Thanksgiving thing between us. But, I mean, listen. We're doing it in Connecticut at my daughter's house. Yes, family time. Oh, okay, so you're not going to be in Houston for Thanksgiving. You're coming back this way. Okay, got it. Got it. I got to get the groceries for the Friendsgiving. Then I got to cook for Thanksgiving when I come back. Then I got a lot of stuff to do. Right. I mean, we say we're thankful before we eat. We just don't talk about the pilgrims. We do, listen, prayer, family prayer is a good prayer at a Thanksgiving meal, right? Because all your family members are there, hopefully, and your friends. And we do a prayer over the food. That is a must. And we give our thanks. And baby, I am thankful for a lot. I am thankful for a lot. Okay? And so, yes, we do give thanks. Georgia said, I don't celebrate holidays, but I plan to go to Georgia and see my sisters. Their mom passed away suddenly a few weeks ago, and they are living in shock. If they want me to cook, I will. Okay, Georgie, sorry for your family's loss. That's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. And safe travels. Brandilla, I'm cooking. Okay. I talked to my granddaughter. My granddaughter, I think, is going to, she is. My son told me she was going to be in Houston in November. And I was like, what? My granddaughter's going to be in Houston. I'm talking about my oldest granddaughter, the 22-year-old. I said, Houston. So I texted her and I was like, you going to be in Houston in November? And she was like, no. I said, your dad told me you're going to be in Houston because your girlfriend lived there. She says, no, wrong state. My girlfriend lives in Georgia. I said, oh. And she said she's going to be in Georgia in December. And I said, oh, so you got a little girlfriend that you be going to visit? Can I see a picture of her? Baby, she sent me a picture. She is cute, y'all. I was like, go ahead, Amaya. You got you a cute little snatchy snatch thing. I'm going to give her a high five when I see her. I'm going to be like, ha, ha, that shit is cute. We don't talk about the pilgrims either. Right, Hillbilly? Right. We don't talk about that shit. One of them I haven't talked to since 2022 because her husband came and contract defrauded me. But we've been talking since her mom. Your brother-in-law was your contractor and he frauded you? What in the... What in the... I am so sorry that your brother-in-law frauded you. Did you take his ass to court? I'm just asking. Or did you give him a pass because he was family? You know, that reminds me when my mama lent her sister $15,000, right? She did. And then her sister, who asked to borrow the money, said she was going to pay it back. I know my family be mad at me because I be telling all the business, but get on my show and tell me I'm a liar. Okay? And my aunt did not pay my mother back. And then my mother got a letter in the mail that said my aunt put her down as part of her bankruptcy. Ghetto, family will get you every fucking time. They will. And that's the same old shiesty aunt that used to orchestrate the touching. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, people want to know why I'm so hard on some of my family members, because some of them are ghetto and trifling. They are. And just because they're my family members don't mean that I'm not going to hold them accountable for their bad, raggedy ass behavior. How the fuck do you put your sister down on your bankruptcy papers, knowing that my mama was living in Wagner Projects at the time, so she wasn't rolling in dough? Okay, so how do you leave my mama out there without her fucking money and put her down? You're married, own a house with swimming pool and all that shit, and you had to put my mother down on your bankruptcy papers. You couldn't make a payment plan with her. Ghetto. I pull family members to the carpet. Ghetto. You auntie, y'all, you know the aunt that I'm talking about. I would call y'all out. Now, one of my family members could tell me that I borrowed money from their asses. The fuck? Right, Shirley, with family members who need enemies. That's why I be like, Thanksgiving and Christmas and all of that changed for me, because I'm like, and these family reunion outings and shit, I don't fucks with them. And I know they be like, oh, Robin thinks she too good to participate. And I do. Because you thought I was too, obviously I wasn't good enough to have me participate before and all the other things. Don't invite me to these every 4-year events. If we don't talk on a regular basis and we don't check in on each other on a regular basis and we don't move like family out here on a regular basis, I will not fucks with you or no family reunion, no family outing, or no nothing. And that's it. And that's my truth. And I know some of my family members think I'm a bitch for it, but I'm just being honest. I'm just not the person anymore that sits around family members just because we are family. I don't like some of y'all. I reported my brother-in-law to the state. I tried to take him to Judge Joe Mathis, but they didn't respond. Oh, the state picked it up and said it was fraud. He got a couple of thousand out of me, fucked up around $12,000 further damage to the house or needing to do more repairs. Your sister still married to him? Because you fucking said Joe Mathis. Y'all was going to be on TV. The fuck? Wow. Is she still married to him? Because, baby, I would walk past him and be like, you still owe me money, sir. My girlfriend got frauded by a contractor. She took them to court and she did not take her feet off the brakes. She had his assets frozen. She did not fuck around. She went down to that courthouse. She filed all them papers. She didn't let them deter her in no way. She took him all the way down, froze his assets. He couldn't do shit. She was like, if you, I will freeze your assets. You see how they did Giuliani? You can't pay me back. Give up all your shit. That's it. Georgie said, Judge Joe Mathis wanted us on. My sister and her husband didn't respond. Oh, they still together? Right. You should have tried Judge Judy. She would have cussed them out. Well, Judge Mathis would have called them crackheads. Oh my God. What's crazy, I would be taking everything my sister has. Right. See, that's the hard part. Freezing his assets affects your sister. That's a tough part. But I don't know, Georgie. I'm going to tell you no lie. I might have did it. You know why? I know that sounds real fucked up and mean. I might have did it because as my sister, right? Did you hold your husband accountable? Did you try to make payment arrangements to pay me back my money? Like, I feel like don't separate yourselves. If you're married, you're a unit of one. Okay? And you fucked my sister. There ain't no way my husband is gonna fuck my sister and I'm gonna be looking at him every day like we ha la 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 la. I'm gonna be like, nigga, you better be paying $50 a month, $100 a month to my sister. I don't know. That's a hard one for me. Hey, his addiction. He has nothing. Like he is a lover. Oh, he don't have nothing? Oh, God. Someone I know has a sister who rents from her. Hasn't paid the water bill in years. There's some kind of leak. She now has an $11,000 water bill. The sister never said a word. You see what I'm saying? Family will fuck you. Family will really get you. How do you deal with family when it comes to money? See, my mom, she should have went and beat her sister up. That's what I say. You know, because listen, we sisters, we gonna fight about this. I got to fight. Something physical gonna happen between me and my sister. If you put me on bankruptcy and I'm living in Wagner Projects, okay? We fighting. We fighting. And you know, my mother has a kind heart. She still talks to that sister this day. Not every day. Occasionally. I guess she feel bad because that sister in a wheelchair now and living in like a group home situation where somebody got to take care of her. But I say, you know what? Karma is a bitch. And I don't feel sorry. And God, please forgive me because I know you still working on me. I do know that. And I should be kinder in my heart, but I'm not that kind yet. I'm still working on myself. Okay? And so I don't feel sorry for what has happened to my aunt and some of her kids because karma is a bitch. Good morning, Aquanda. Georgie said, but I decided to let that shit go as of last week. I let that shit put a strain on the relationship I had with her mom because I didn't want to say how I felt about how my sister sticks by her husband. You know, why are we afraid to say how we feel to our family members? Why do some of us take such a beating in our family members, right? And swallow it instead of saying exactly how we feel? Why are we more protected of other people's feelings over our own? That's an honest question. I'm asking y'all and I'm asking myself. Why do we go out of our way to protect someone else's feelings over our own? If you fucked me, why must I keep my mouth closed? Because I don't want to make nobody feel bad because you fucked me. Why do we do that? Are we saying other people's feelings and needs are more important than our own? I get that, Georgie. I get that. Mom should have filed a civil suit. Yes, karma will serve you every time, one way or the other. Right. But my mother was kind and she let it go. She was mad about it, but she let it go. And even to this day, she check up on her sister every now and again. See, I'm not as forgiving. God is still working on me. I am that person that could be around family members that I don't like and not say a word to them. The difference is now I don't feel guilty about it. I just, you know, I posted a little thing on TikTok that said, they miss the old me. I bet y'all do. I bet you fucking do miss the old me. She gone. She gone. My feelings are first. Because I have learned over the years that ain't nobody going to put your feelings and your needs before their needs. They're not going to put their needs second, right? And neither should you. And you shouldn't put your feelings second either. Baby, hillbilly, you ain't lying. I don't even know what true family looks like. I didn't experience that. Okay, family has changed the definition over 100 years. I don't know what that looks like, right? I know what surviving in families look like, but I don't know what a unified family system looks like. I don't. Georgie said, well, I know ain't nobody going to talk shit about my 3 assholes to me. So I wanted to avoid talking about her asshole to her and her trying to get me to talk to her when she was kind of playing. You have family and you have relatives, and that ain't no lie. Georgie said, in my face, asking, what was gonna take for me to get over the situation of her husband fucking up my house and my money, paying me the fuck back? That's what's gonna fucking get me over it. Pay me back. Or if you are good with your hands, at least, motherfucker, offer your services free of charge. Come and fix my shit. Free of charge. They could have did something. Chicago, good morning. Chicago says, to me, family is nothing more than a title. I've met a brother this year that I will die for before my siblings I grew up with. It happens. And people try to make you feel guilty and be like, but that's your family. Why? I didn't choose them motherfuckers and they raggedy. Some of them. I didn't choose them. Don't make me feel guilty for not wanting to be around people that trigger my anxieties. Right. I got cousins that I don't speak to. And when I go on Facebook, they be in my stories. You know, that's the funny thing about stories. Because when you post on your page, you don't know who's really looking. Right? But when you post in your stories, you can see the list of names. I'll be like, ooh, them motherfuckers be watching me. Hi, y'all. When did it become a thing for your kids to get out? Family used to be forever. Now it's till 18. See, I never understood that. I didn't put my son out. I mean, I told y'all the story where I got his own apartment because I was trying to keep the peace. But I never believed in putting my son out. I never believed in that. And anybody that knows me knows. My son came back home, kept coming back home in his early 30s. And I opened the door for him. Now, I'm not going to lie. When he got about 31, I was like, garlic time. Motherfucker, get your own place. Because by that time, I was like, no, I don't want a mommy's boy. And I don't want a man-child like my dad. I don't want my son to have to rely on me. I don't want him to do that. I want him to be able to be the leader in his own house, be the man that I know he could be. And so I pushed him out at that point. That was about 31 years old. He'd been out since. But I would never have pushed him out at 18, unsupported and not being taken care of. Even when he didn't live with me when he was young, I paid his rent. I did. Because I believe in the structure of family. Now, that's the one thing my son can never take away from me. I have tried my best to show up. I don't know where the get out came from, hillbilly. I don't know, but it irritates my ass because I got put out. I certainly did get put out. I got put out early. I got put out at 14. Then I came back home. Then I got put out again. I had my first apartment at the age of 16. Okay? I got put out and I wasn't even 18. And I've been out on my own since then. At 19 years old, I ended up in Mount Vernon living with my grandmother because I had just come out the hospital from having an ectopic pregnancy and I was sick as a dog and I just could not manage. And my grandmother had me move to Westchester County, and that's how I ended up in Westchester County. And I lived with her for about 2 years before I got the fuck up out of there. Okay? Thank you for saying that, Roy. People always say I need to let it go and be the bigger person type ish. I just rather not speak. Baby, I ain't going to tell you to be the bigger person. That ain't going to come from me, right? Because I'm about accountability. And if you do some fuck shit and you don't show up in a way that shows accountability, I'm not going to fuck with you. I don't care if you're related to me or not. Took a 5K tarp off my house to have water leaking in my house. Put up drywall where leaks are not repaired. Asked for money to get here and got here, but didn't come to my house for 3 days. After arriving in New Orleans and came with another person that I paid for as well, and he didn't show up to work until the next day because he was getting a tattoo. Family. Baby girl can stay or go at her choosing. And I ain't mad at that hillbilly. I never believed in putting your kid out at 18. I don't. My granddaughter still lives at home with her mom, and she's 22. She'll be 23. She want to get her own place, but it's hard. Why push these kids out before they're ready? Because when they do get out, you don't want them coming back. That was my thing. That was my thing. All right, y'all. So now that we got through the positive read for today and we talked about a couple of things, let me just get into Friendsgiving. Friendsgiving, November 15th through the 17th in Galveston, Texas. I will be there on November 12th, and I will be there from the 12th to the 19th. And so during my time there, I got a couple of people to see while I'm there. I got to go and see Mrs. Joe Field. That's the Donovan's mom. I need to visit my girlfriend Frenchie if she's in town and she's not traveling around singing somewhere. And we head to Galveston, right? We have a whole agenda planned, and I will share some of the agenda on the group chat and IG, right? But you're not going to get all the details because some shit is just going to be a little surprise. But I will share the agenda on the chat in IG so you guys know exactly what's going to be happening on what day and around what time. Now, even though I put times out there, just know that some of these times might fluctuate. I say Coffee with Friends, for example, it's supposed to start at 9 p.m. on Friday. If it don't start till 9:30, 10, don't cuss me out. Okay, I'm just saying Friday night is the first night we are all getting to the house. So I'm not sure when everybody's going to get to the house, but we're planning for 9 o'clock. But I'm going to put the agenda and everything out there so that we have it. Okay. Anything else? All right. Sunday, when we leave the house, everybody need to go their way. If you need to get back to the airport, okay, fine. If you're staying in Texas, we're not carrying the party back to Debbie's house. Okay, we're not doing that. We done fucked up her house last year, Friendsgiving, and we did it again during the rodeo. Now, if somebody else want to offer their house for us to rally up in Houston, I'm all for it. But we're not going to do it at Debbie's house, right? The only people that's going back to Debbie's house on Sunday are the people that sleep there. All right, we're going to keep our house peaceful this year because that's where I live. All right, and I got to keep the peace. All right, but just keep that in mind. So no hangover parties on Sunday at Debbie's house. But if any one of y'all that live in Houston are offering your house, your backyard for us to come to and finish the shenanigans, then so be it. All right, I just want to make that clear. 8-ounce baby bottles filled with beer and one shot. First one done wins a prize. No biting the nipple. Let me write. Where's my phone? I don't have my phone. Hillbilly, let me write that down. That is a good one. Baby bottles. And what is it? Let me see. Beer filled, one shot. Who finishes first wins prize. Woo-wee! My stomach hurt writing that down. Because, baby, that's a good one. And no biting the nipple. No biting the nipple. Got it. Got a game. I'm trying to prepare my daughter to be self-sufficient. I'm not going to put her out prematurely, but healthy birds should fly. And I agree with that. I agree with that. I'll be leaving the house going straight to Dallas for the Texas Cowboys game. Oh, you didn't invite me? Ghetto. Like, I'm coming to Texas. Nobody invited me to the football game? Boo! 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 Next time. All right. And with that, y'all, I'm going to send y'all out with some peace and some love and remind you that no matter how low, you can still go. For those that live in Texas, I'll be seeing y'all in like 2 weeks. Oh my God, y'all. I still got my suitcase still packed from Buffalo. That is ghetto. All right. I need to unpack that shit. I took all the dirty clothes out of there already and washed them, but all the other stuff is still in there. So I need to get my shit together and repack the suitcase for Texas. I need to start doing that this weekend. And as you should, Brandilla, as you should. All right. And with that, I'm out. I got to prepare for a meeting, y'all. All right. But I'm going to send y'all out with this good loving or whatever, this good reminder. F Houston, the beat the Colts pretty bad. Even when you feel low.
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
And you can.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
And I don't. This is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Come back tomorrow, y'all. Have a good day. Move with peace and love. Get this message.
Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave.
Huh?
To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit
I can come.
With a highway.
I can come.
The driveway is a nice range. 'Cause I'm going through the climb, I invite.
Hey!
Bitch, now I'm coming.
What?
Just gotta flip the switch and you can go another.
Hey! Anything you want. I'm not buying the ticket, though. I'm just saying. And you know, you guys in Houston, if y'all do something, y'all think it's a perk. Huh? What?
Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Hey!
Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
And I don't, y'all. Peace and blessings. I'm out.
Go, go.
Yes, Sherilyn.